a healthy lifestyle. Yebeshenia Trono Eka Emayen and Tiaseo in Pomudin. Na yenia Casano Yasro Nyamiadum na Wamia Hodin na fe yet to me a day abo yembra ewo asasi eso. Enunti adia yebeye no enwumre se nam di kan no enkomodie se ne yebeye a ye fie mu a Christopher ye betimi ne yire ye ma etimi enya nkitahodie so social life no se nyame adom pomdin wo hono mo a na emantiase adwene mu ene nipadua mu no yetimi eye ya sede a onyame ehwehwe every minu mienu ye nchen na asembisa medidi enanwumre nkomo nanim ne say, do you know health is wealth? Empomudin eyahunya kese pa se umpo wo empomudin a se de wode esi wani esoso opeso ye na asasi so no utimi eye se adwuma na apesa wo ya uhia umpomudin se mpo why you don't aye adwuma se so nyame ye wadom na uko retirement na de wapene kakra no de bobo ho bra adofo me gina umpomudin so se ye nyini ko animu a na ye dane nkwala obia beto anasesem bia kirewa na udi akire enunti ekrom ha senior citizens enkrofos kamo mo pa ni nyina ne se ya na ebi o ha omo eluso omo mental faculties enunti no in your old age whether you can preserve your wealth depends on your mental health and quality decisions you can make to stave off scammers. For example, so enunti se yebetimi abo obrawa asasi so a wo yemranti brem wo yenkokrabom ebrem ejina yempomuden na mumiemu se ho se what is health? What is health? Empomuden kra any de be na de na me pe eye World Health Organization almost definition of health almost say a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Almost in Pomodin, and you say, Sebi, uni pain, so, and I say, uni mroye bino, and ana umpomodi, na complete umpomuno, yeshushamua bibia kama, adrimuno bibia kama, utiminya social interaction. Kama sanya, unyame ehwehwe se obeye. In other words, the mere fact that there is no pain or illness does not mean a person is healthy, which means you can be sick without knowing it. Ubetimi ayare obra wunim. When we say Ghana dear, a friend is saying, I assume we all okay no enya de nwanwa. Oh no nyare o. Oh no nyare okoda no anyi debe. Once I don't know yare. Na ebia onye den na onim. Until rather, health is a dynamic state or condition of an individual that touches all the dimensions of his or her person. Any part, your physical part, your mental part, You were a social part. A social part and be emotional and spiritual. So all the dimensions, pepe. And like I say, will be so to be healthy means a functional body, a serene mental makeup, and cordial social relations. Say yentimini nipa insania yensunum yeyirenum yekununum yemma hey debia hey adofunum enye papa. So functional body no ye body so na wie ya ibehu a functional body no utimi sori wa udware wa udidi wa utimi hye watare sa functional we say no very very important. Enu ti anwumre ebra ya desua no enko na wie na enkomode no enko na wie no na yehunu nya o kristoni ekwan ye befa so ebenya yempomuden wo hwe papa yi ni sene na yire omo edi nkomo a sa social ese yenya no wo ehefa ye fie mo say an infectious healthy outlook. So
recording in progress.
Say obi a friend is saying healthier, contagious. Obi o ya around you bia nam sa adwin bi bia da hoti no. Obi a wona sumdue kama. Eno na anwumre ye beso Nyankopon say ode bema ye nyina ama yetimi ede abobra ono onyame ehwehwe. Now hano me say God has always been interested in the health of his children. Onyame any kun ne mampomuden ho. Say yebetimi afunction say na ono onyame pe no. Enti ukotro no mu a Yohane nwoma a tosomi ensanyimu mienu no. Osime bompaye. Se besimu yie ewo nipadua mu sanya honhom mu enso ye de ben. Esimu yie no. Enu nti si edi yie ewo honhom mu a onyame hwehwe se yebedi yie enso ewo honam mu. Enwom oha aduasa enkron nyimu edunan ne dunsia no. David ekase, we are fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are thy works, and that my soul knoweth it right well. Osimi kra nim say rade wabwe wonwaso na abodemu nyansapo e kyerɛ nipadua yi so na esiti a enwanwa yi akoma a eboyi no nyame de anyinam ahoɔden ana electricity bi na asɛm ana ɛbɔ non stop wodo woye bia ɛbɔ onyame aligning arteries nerves tinimu a billions of miles and adwuma in a closed circle system and de ben adwuma and it onyame aboe wonwaso say ye de be se ono ni din enonyam na yehu sa onyame interest wo ye mpom din wo Kristo Yesu bra oba asasi so yi sebi ani praefo omo nsa ahoden enimu biem sebi kwatafo omo tware omo adwimu ha wo mo Kristo Yesu esan wo yare na opese oni nipa nyina so ebetranti sa physical, mental and social obama a very good example. Entuko Yohane chedu enyimu du na ofa tosumi no oseme bai ena manya enkwa na manya ne emroso so enu nti onyame interested ewo ye mpomuden anase ye personal health emu enu nti anwumrei ebra ye nwie no so na o kristoni wasi wadwen pi ade nhihye de beto kwan mu no nyame adom odi aye adwuma na se o kristoni betimi adi a for better health start your day with God adwini numu no enya ahotoso ni Nyankopon mu a eniema ebo yehu bebre no Ni nyina ye de be. If that journey stress I gu yen so no. So say di kan de onyankopon edi kan a. Onyame ema yen anidaso a asitimo a ewie pay. Or say however much we desire to be healthy, unfortunately, it is not guaranteed. Senya ye pese ye nya empomudin ye ho ye din ne sori ne ekoba adofo enye guaranteed o. Eye jedin kan ya adom. Na niema bebre, there are many factors a eko etia meni umienu. Ewo ye nipadua. There are many things that eko so. So, say for example, there are factors collectively labeled as social determinants of health that influence the overall health of the populations. Independent, you'll be a friend social determinants. Apart from say, we need pediano and kasa cry bagono. Wukun etiani mabibri. Baby, a ya wu yen, any baby a raising affect your health. Your level of education affect your health. Say a word man, I say a near Juma. We a bema your bar, send your own PST, affect your health. So there are many things that air con air debate, etiain. Not genetics and so the nedia and baby. So you need peduan city citiano. Then also the nedia and baby. And you made them a person make can say. I say yeah intentional. So I say yeah intentional. Near only a personal health. And when you say one TBBA and you brea, then a person make can massima when you and say. Empomudino and you're guaranteed. Yeah, kwa yeah, be no, you're taking it for granted. Na, and you might be brave kutia. Na factors in the habit me at the factors in the habit to me change. Ye ni petun to me, ultimate change. Baby, a war, ye be able to me a 2 or 3 honor. And I say, so on your scale, and I say on your educational factors in the Bioha, ubetimi as a son. But genetic makeup, dear, ultimate and yet, and intimate Bioha, you bet me as a son, a Biohonso as a son and yet, and ye. And unti, we have to be intentional. And unti, we need to own our health. Now, factors in an American. The person do we be simuna ashi in crying. If we saw ya, what the mayor say we in the petty to be condemned to health, to death. I say embracing a human construct. A nipa and I yet and you might be brave a DTI. But some new intentional. Near onu any personal health. Sa factors in a kutiano. You know me beba level ground. And I say no me a pay. And yama 9 near can health that. And a can one semi genetics, environmental, nutrition, your lifestyle, your habits that influence what we eat, drink, and the level of physical activity we engage in or do not engage in. Say, overlay any of these factors are a bad impact to health. A bad impact to physical, mental, emotional, and social health status. Say, overlay any one of these. So, omo asabi omo ye sadriam and answer omo di no say omo adwen. They cannot hold a job. Omo me alcoholics. Omo ntimi ntena fie. You hu omo so omo de that bridge ase. Omo homeless. Overlay any one of these are a be affected. Now the enumerate the person they can one seminar your lifestyle. Okay, dictionary more. I'll say lifestyle is defined as the habits, attitudes, tastes, moral standards, economic level, that together constitute the mode of living of an individual or a group of people. So, your subia said, Ukonya, etimi ede oseye brewo. So, okoye sadriamo, So say what game koyo say oh me de dem ko na me die. So me de we am de me nsa kan no ana me ya a habitat, a lifestyle. Now we focus on lifestyle because, with the possible exception of genetics, lifestyle takes care of the other factors of health. So far with lifestyle, no, let's say now modu no se no nyame peso ya. It take care of your drinking, your eating, your sleeping, exercising, and even stress management. And which I'm focusing on lifestyle in your brain. And so in practical terms, lifestyle in the context of prayer is broken down as follows. We're sleeping pattern, we'll see that. We're eating tendencies, we're level of physical activity, or stress management practices, and even your hydration habits. Will be or say on only the soda and and I say instead of having can in Nipedia, additionally a query even is so home for a many pediano. So until hydration, lifestyle, no, a friend said, no one said, Emma, take care of it. And until a person can lifestyle until developing a healthy Christian a lifestyle as Christians. Say, realizing and accepting the responsibility that our bodies and for that matter our lives are gifts from God. As I accept to say, you need to be any enquire crying on your me and their chain. Senior is stewardship principle, a count that is the first attitude that as a Christian, as a winner. Say, on your me the one queen amount or their child. The Bube debe, Ubebu contact. Near setting your priorities right by putting our spiritual and general health above everything else we do. Yedi humu enyini. Any your general health, physical, mental, emotional, and social dimensions. You better setting above everything else. Say you to your friend is saying your health not asia. Yenya ibe repeat a home results. It calls for a disciplined approach to whatever goes into our bodies, what we see, what we read, what music we listen to, what friends we keep around us. So, obi a ono monsa o se ne na popone kominsafo. O da ko ne bia kana no. Obo hu ana atomuntentan. Enunti me say we must be intentional in our choices, knowing that they are going to affect our spiritual and general health. Ade bia e dey kan nipadua bia. It's intentional. It's hu sa de krono ya ade a ebeboa ye nipadua. Se mo wo nipadua a mo wo huhu nyina adofo any kwan say e dey kan ye ho e nipadua. Or see the word developing carries a sense of starting, growing, expanding, establishing. It also carries the idea of being intentional by following a roadmap or a blueprint to achieving your set goal. Say, you can say develop bibia. A chess I didn't know ye no. If you are fain ye fras, ye bem ye trim, ye manonini. So now abeye bibi to say obiara ka say o si dan a or plan. On fact say bibia nsi bebia keke. So nti say bibia ekọ enipadua mu. Ye di ani hwe ne aso tie no. We need to be intentional about it. It also carries the idea of commitment. Say ka say develop bibia. Ye kire say we are becoming committed. We are doing whatever it takes, investing your resources of time, money, and energies to educate yourself to understand and become familiar with your set journey. This journey you're taking in your brain, you're developing a lifestyle, about a healthy lifestyle, about our health. ɛno nti adeɛ bi a ɛfa mpɔmuden ho biara me da kwanhwɛfo de onyame de akyɛn recently obi de video bi ɛbrɛ me Joel Austin no ɔka SGA message ɛfa aduane a yɛdie ne nea yɛnnio nam sɛ wow ɛso me da kwanhwɛfo nam sɛ bi a ɛyɛ yɛdie nti no yɛmfa nyɛ hwee nti moma yɛnte ase sɛ ɛyɛ commitment yɛmpɔmuden no ɛnyɛ guaranteed bibia betimi asi yɛnam hɔ a yɛkɔ bɛɛ no nneɛma ɛkɔ so yɛ nipadua no ani nhuni anwummerɛ yɛbɛyɛ yɛn ho adu ɛno nti wɔ sɛ putting it into practice yɛde developing no a yɛka yɛde ɛyɛ adwuma we will start adding and removing certain foods from our menu ɛno nti nneɛma bi a ɛwɔ yɛ aduane die mu a ɛmmoa yɛn no ada sɛ de bɛka wɔn anasɛ de yɛ free sɛ yɛmpɛ vegetables a the vegetables will become. Sɛnkyene aduane nko a na yɛdi a yɛyi saa nkyene aduane no ayɛ den afiri. We will start reducing the portions we eat at a certain or change, when we eat. Yɛyɛ mmeranteɛ ne nkwalaa wɔ Ghana no. Menim sɛ ohia no nti o. Aduane yɛtwa bi si wɔ nim no adi. Nondu kura obedidi nondu okwa akoda no na me di hu fo bebre nondu kura ebedidi akoda adofo no ani kwan spe especially be the tipia duro asasi so no enka betumi na wo kwa akoda no na nka wo yam ye empty or say we will start reading labels on food items when we do grocery so say yekoye grocery you be reading labels. You be share sodium dodoa ewo aduane mu. Eno nti se mo kaya baby na me ka say you need to educate yourself. And say ania you how much salt I say ko ni peduam. How much calories are ye hia. Ne ye aduane no enam ye na carbohydrates ni dose nti ye di ni bim. Yeah, and a friend saying. Or say we will intentionally drink 8 cups of water in a day. One muso kran. Ese unum. Cup maku and watch. Even Musentia. Essence. We will commit to getting between 6 and 8 hours of sleep every night. Yababo modern say. At Yana Krano, don't you see a con watch again? Yabeda. We will start age-appropriate exercises. Send an American ranch near football, meeting football the whole day. And then mean to me, yes, I said, me fear the medroom. Me young exercise. Now, Obia from 35 going there. So, be gidigia. Also, doctor, we chemo, you may be touching on this more. Oh, walking, jogging. Unyami your body no. For movement. And don't you know, we will periodically check our blood pressure levels. And then American, oh, yes, so then blood pressure, I don't know. I'm friend of silent killer. A young movement synonym that womb, then one. And don't you know, periodically, you better check your blood pressure and you say, yeah, within a beer. Your age limit, and I say your normal limits. We will schedule and follow through with our annual physicals. I don't know how very, very important. Your annual physicals. Physicals, in Fasua Wumuno, a bine early detection, a bine interventions, any better management. Say, a yareni bibre or honoma so moon in Tamoa. Say a say more check and sign a call that could be a tear yan your qua, it be a new too late. So, and it is Mama yan share your physicals, and so ye your insurance, and it Mama yanfa and yedma. Now, the merits of developing a healthy lifestyle and for so dear and what sa and pomudia, intentionally. ebabetu and among say Christopher Enie. Or say we get an invaluable benefit of early diagnosis and better management of an ailment. Say bibi koso ni peduan mu a. Ne say especially a physical and our blood pressure no checking out na ekosra and tempanoa. Say blood pressure no ekosru bibrea. A be an underlying issue no diabetes ne be a frase. Na diabetes say yare bonia. Adofo say ye wo ahoden ne bi a say yesi ho kwan a yesi ho kwan. E bi no na a friend is saying a frase. Or say we increase our chances of preventing or a debilitating ailment or condition. Yare ni bi wo ho a ebowa na sebio na ama what did them na untimi enye bibia esawe so sebi ebi kra na kasa kra no ayedin enu nti no si ye hu ni ntemo a eboa na one of the merits is said we maintain functionality in the process of preventing a potential disability. So say which means sorry no what young on daily life activities. Wa utimi didi ufidi ho utimi sabi ekoja wonan udwonso wo so atare eye yi a eye enhia kese pa na one of the things are advantages are and benefits are from developing a healthy lifestyle no sabi obi ho a wonye mfie edokun 96 utimi drive the mental faculties ni nyina ye good. The nerves ni nyina ye adwuma ultimate ya break so enunti especially na saying opera hospitalite SDA for California obi o ha wanya 102 odon atimi nante e kan bicycle sa functional we say no na enumere a healthy lifestyle na e be develop no yes so nyankopon say or the be or the ebe man. Or see, we stand to benefit from continued social interaction as we are able to circulate as usual. Which me call maho unananum eba, which me no mu diagro, which me ene womu isuade. So enuti sa healthy lifestyle adopun on faso bebre. Now the bros crying say we present a healthy body to our Lord for his service. Enyankopon o deserve the best. Say okoba for am Enyankopon a odinia eye na ekwa no sa ne nipadua yin so no o se emfa nipadua yi enya for e tiase a eso ani na yemfa nye ne de ben adwuma. Anyway, ye can you say you develop a healthy a friend is saying lifestyle. Now the input determines the output. Senior computer for an garbage in, garbage out. Whatever you put in, and now on sabeka. And untino yenshare eating habits. So yenshare senior your body no is 300 fats and sugars, for example. Now again no say within 12 years, especially say we are from age 40 airqua. Untimi ni di bebre sa. I think so no yenum ensue. Now alcohol there a no. A no because it destroy the heart and it cause amnesia and lose brain cells no with the my judgment. And now and one seminal repair the arteries and the nerves. And ultimately, 6 to 8 hours here recommended. Your body no send them can no me design and say a move say aging trauma or day a mama adam. Nunti faculty and wine. Yen Ghana 42. I did that now who can friend about send the banner. We need to move. Now, or see inactivity predisposes us to disabling diseases. mediated through obesity and diabetes. So, and you know, it's me exercise. A bit wine pie. Twa, you know, so yankomudiano. Send American, the input determines the output. Stress management practices. We'll say we begin better managing the countless instances of stress by trusting in the leading of God. Say by forgiving others. Don't let anybody to live in your mind. Don't let anybody live in your mind. Let us be bold to confess, especially to God. Now, for the in free home. Say it handles the frictions between spouses, siblings, in-laws, friends, and co-workers. So that's a sources of a friend saying stress. You couldn't know me, I hear no me ma, and a pass a for idea what to yamiso. Now, yeah, from such or more. A yisa stress in a free home. Now, a boy, Emma, it may improve your social standing. What can I say? You know, say you must say. Also, be crown was some so. Do they not dream as see when yanko ponso? If we saw or then what to? And you might be brain echo so in our personal lives. Yeah, we have challenges. You want my doctor, I can't say the actually. If you say you may be a buying so. Then sort of men can near finding an ko yanko pon. Yeah, the ko yanko pon unyami besum no obeye. Now, improve your cognitive health. We are able to recognize, think, concentrate, comprehend tasks, and answer questions appropriately. Say the adwin Emma is so yankopon so e de afofo so chewom eyi ne me feel free adwin mu a ye boa ye nyankasa ye health. So a boy and nyankasa health. And moment forgiving people. My in fact ubia ho asem enhye etiri. Em ubia ntena wadwin. Then you may ye kan nyina ne say ye didie. Ena ye nom ye pomuden. And I say continue on exercises. Any stress management. Aduane no moment no smaller portions. Mamumi ni ne ache ne pi. Na you need less salty and sugary foods, especially say we above 40. Very, very important. Make it a point to rest, especially by soundly sleeping for between 6 and 8 hours. Unse ekwa na yasaba bisiso. Na yenum into more plain water and less to no sodas. And avoid alcoholic beverages. Active movement in the form of exercises. Walking, jogging, cycling, swimming, dancing. Very important. And trusting God more to handle the worries and stresses that we have less to no control. You don't have even control over it. And you cannot even prevent or manage them. Then so no a fire brain any dream na yede a higher dream kwa. Moment fa ne yentumi ni nyina nkoma onyame. Yede ma onyame a obema ya dream tew. Asana yede ya ene yenkomodie ne baba wie no. Moment hwe ensuo ho emfaso a ewo. Ye wie a ye wo a bride bebu sansem ene emoahora adrofo no betumi aba. According to the US Geological Survey Department, almost say nipa 60% water. The brain and the heart about 73%. Your brain, any yakuma. The lungs are 83% water. The skin is 64%. The muscles and kidneys are 79%. And the bones are 30%. Even the bones. As a general rule, human beings can live only 3 to 4 days, only 3 or 4 days without water. According to Morrow, human beings become weak between 30 and 50 days and die between 43 and 70 days without food. So I say, aduane, it take a longer time. And sana, we say, yes, we are fasting for 40 days. Now, aduane take a longer time. And sana dia, why am I now be wow, but ensure 3 to 4 days. What I'm trying to say is that ensure very, very, very important. Mama, yenye very intentional. Na enum nsuo. So person who say enum nsuo a, hwe odwonso ani. So odwonso ani ye red, yellow a, na che say nsu nom enye. Na che say wo ha akoma. Ene wo kidneys. Wo mo enya enema emfa enye dwe. Ede nsem ni nyina ba na wie. Na ede ba na wie no. Anadwo de ka ho asem ni say ye develop lifestyle a. Ebe boa yen ama ye live a life full of health. So you develop a lifestyle. The developer you develop on say you name frase a you frase. You be mana yi suban. Say you be hwe ne ye die, you be hwe ne ye num yi. You be da agi ahome ebra. Ye da at least 6 hours. So you who say the quality of our health will determine how we function in retirement and old age. And on here can say our health is our wealth. Yempomuden eye yahunyade. And penifose won kwan wade. Yempomuden eye ahunyade. And penifose sis obi benya wa sebi ne freyare. We saw that to remain functional throughout our developmental ages. Our developmental ages and you free more say by a branch so by and we have to own our health. Say bet to me I remain functional. We have to own it. And you can say you live your health to your doctors. And I'm not diminishing the work of a doctor. No, I'm not doing that. What I'm saying is that you're taking interest in our health. You're very interested in what goes into our bodies. You're very intentional in what goes into our bodies. And you have been said, a draw an ambulance until the descent out PPR, why in your PPR. Yenim Krofoa, or Mother Hospital, doctors in General Munchaya, or more edgy boom precope, now or Montimian sorry. Doctors and or more bar, or more Ocaso Yepuyo ya, so we will draw him out. Oh, okay, you will drag them out. You have to own it. And yes, sir, they will pump, drugs into you. A try and error. Where I need my way. In a nutshell, we saw that a disciplined lifestyle that begins with trust in God and His gift of life to us should guide us into making choices that preserve the physical, mental, emotional, and social dimensions of our personalities. And you may be who you need. Say, and I'm saying, when you may edit and quaint any impumdin, I actually am a you better so near crap. Near should be beer. Ye, they can't nip a ye. Now, etimi ashe unyame and munyam. And we saw that we are answerable to God. And I'm saying I made that change, I don't remember who I contact. Saying you see treaty about in India, a stewardship principle. When you made their mind, say, you find Shani Dane Munyam. Into intimate panye, ye persuade. The best or no yame and munyam, and a ye. Ye da unyanko poasi. Na yada, a friend is saying, health department for Swasi, Wakwenya Mudame and Bray. Senebeya, Ibenya, a happy functional Christian home. Baby or dog, any pomudin. Ena, a year, a friend is saying, Yeniswadi, Unyame, Unshine, or Nadumunti. Amen. Sabri Bejama coordinator.
Amen. Other way there, yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think, sir, everybody on this platform agrees that we've been blessed this evening, developing a healthy lifestyle. I think, sir, that I laid the foundation for everything that we have to do this particular week. Now, one of the two things that I picked, was the fact that said, for healthy life, start your day with God.
Amen.
I said, yes, I say amen. I said, they be yes, a dana son, you didn't yanko point. I say, now, at the other course, I can and this idea was say we have to be intentional to own our own health. Meaning, say, yeah, we are taking responsibility for our own health. I think that normally be a can I think that as the week goes ahead, and we'll be diving in and then be taking one after. You talk about the social determinants of health, and that one a very good overview of it. Until as the week goes on, we'll be talking details about that. Yeah, what time kakra your best about 5 to 10 minutes for questions, any answers. Into so be a question be a bit me I raising in san yeah best friend no now we be send a question so contribution be a doc ha there are other people so wait me so your chat session no if you have any question you can put your questions there. You bit me akan wahana Dr. Che any other health professionals or whatever he's talked about, we can answer that. So we have 10 minutes. Any question or contribution will be our persuaded banner. We can bring that before we end today's session.
And from Mamon Ferris and Bubusa question. So I bit me at say to say Bibi or how will be anti say or Dr. Ewu, Dr. Freda or say Dr. Bediakon, Dr. Intumuni now or Hanuman Bebo, it will be our question and Pamcho. Ma will be and feel shy.
Okay. Let me say Dogma who and Sabi and Samedi can who and John Donko. John Donko and in patch over to me, I'll mute you home. Na what be our question and also contribution or the other.
Yo, dog, Madam Asepa, have when you mean Shram. My question on now or can Yama, affect health. But now maybe in a mono. Now may or can say education.
Yes.
Now, I'm person by Muye. Someone who be a medical doctor or no secret. Who will be a medical doctor, present. Sugar, what do you know with the internet? How does education impact our health? And so we know by
okay.
I'm sure Dr. Freda will say, or which I can't avoid any. A friend is saying,
okay. Dr. Freda.
Okay. Just because they have the education doesn't mean they have the discipline. There's addiction, there's addictive behavior, and it doesn't matter if we are educated or not. Some people know the knowledge and have the knowledge, but they succumb to addiction or indulgences. So the very fact only a doctor doesn't mean said they're immune from sin of those things, the addiction, and those bad habits, no, though they know better.
Yes. Okay, thank you so much. And if I may also add, I think that we'll share your topic here, yes, biblical perspective to health. And one of the key things I see say one or doctor now say, I'm not saying none of us on this platform is your standard. God is your what? Is your standard. And I'm saying Yankopon a standard in Intino, and Nuntin mass a yet de Yank Misro, a can ya pomodin ho na a CP. And yes, the person might have education, no, but an education now one is in Yankopon Kahoa, a mana chicas and Becas ayeden afafa is incomplete. And yes, education sometimes when people are not educated about how to live a healthy lifestyle. And ma or ma pomodin in CP and untina program is part of the education. No? So it is not education just about titles, but about the father say who baby Now would the Yankupon through so I account. In your opinion, that's a part of this question. I said, yes, you can be educated, but if God is not in nature, one thing I'm sure now here can was on the biblical perspective now, and more education in NCP. Okay, yeah, bet was so yeah, well, at Aqua wait me out mute too, Hona also the question no about if we are na call Nana could do any I think that Pastor Kofi and at Aqua, I think the pastor, and then we have maybe someone patcho. These are the hands we can only take those ones. You per se upon Yemreno Pepe until we'll go in that order. At Aqua.
Madam was say, Yamishamupa. Me what Asian be a man about tennis. He's 68.
Wow.
Now the guy is very strong. Actually, me do maybe a young boy to try some of the younger people, but Aquaway existed. Aquaway na de be me boy and a boy my idea pano. We try 2 cents, we try 1 cent. But also the problem is on to me and now. You know, now elder can say 6 to 8 hours. Media crowd catch any dads who hear at least 8 to 10 hours because at his age, what time so. And at the end of it, I think say me miss and so no so that near the other said they watch it or when I did ye pa. And at the end of it, a beboa ama what me at the year. Media nadia by God's grace, ya media don't me. Me pay 12 hours to cry every night. The honor no said day, a foot in a man for man on a M1 when another home does.
Yeah, Pamcho, so we wait to me a boy or a near my a boy and none of one.
I met my boy.
Okay.
I think sir, one of the things you should ask at Aqua will be to maybe sir. Wadam for no one the sleep habit. Say one of the things that you see about sleeping and say so you'll be or taking naps in between the day. It affects your sleep. And those are one of the questions that will be to maybe sana. Say you'll be taking nap very close to bedtime anyway. Say a man is sleeping in delay. That is one. The other thing, any idea, Dr. Chedi can was saying, BB to say alcohol, any those things, so no those neomana and also affecting the sleep. The other thing, so I affect sleep, MOB sleep intimate complete and having too much light or televisions and other things in your bedroom. The bedroom is a bedroom. It is not a movie room. Most times, the mistake most people here then say, "A moment me na say," also okwakodan so okwadan panel so ano aso TV no. The TV ne light in any way say no, or to also dance so na or here you need by the time we realize no. Na ebia ne time be or why say to me man it me dan na and any so I then. That's it. It is advised, it says, so better you need to keep the room dark enough. Even if one of the recommendations that is made and then they say, go lay in your bed, take what we call winding down, which me have a book be cry you will say, so that you wind down and then it can help you to sleep. The other thing then they said, you keep consistent time. I would go to bed. And they say, we are consistent, and we say, be the question, but yes, they have to be consistent timer. You need to go to bed. So people are body need develop a pattern. And that helps. Send a baby body need to naturally we say it drew our time and now. Me so say your platform says so why yes I now we say anytime be what that at a particular time, it drew up a while to say body now are you ready? And that is another question I would also be some of these things are some of the strategies I it me work a man could put me that year. And then the last one, what another person brought to say, like said time. Yes, it is advised we need to be able to go to bed at least 1 hour or 2 hours before midnight. It is something that is recommended. And maybe your time, we will not be able to discuss the nitty-gritties of it and why, but there are scientific reasons behind those, and those who have done a little bit of sleep study, will give you your time, but these are the recommendations that you bet me I'm making for somebody or what issues of sleep deprivation. Mame Konadu, you are near Pastor entry at Aqua. Nam Amame maybe someone. Mame Dana Konadu, and you're ready. Pastor entry. Pastor Aqua. Obey me out. Yes.
Aha. Now more me just be a mammy called Ukraina. I know more I'm UTN until minimum some mammy. Why you ready and cover Casa and San Macasa? Okay, you.
Okay. Now, also the host is not allowing participants to unmute. Internet, oh yeah, name. Na question I'm person me bisano. Efa abehu. Yawo Ghana no. Na yenimsi ya nanano ebi abea ne hu enyino di 120 ni ade. Na yaba Kuma. Etete yesi amunye yesi abe enye doctors say no question and say advice by na mobile their mind and because remember who said that made them will be idea but na atete many so I said we be free when so near that maybe your doctor's snake many more said that now I want your advice and your opinion on that.
And a quick one. I think that what we say, they said, fortunately, on the day 3 of your presentation, this week, you Becca Adriana Hoasem specifically. Into where the best show near the question for Tuesday, Dr. Freda Ebeka died and keeping a healthy lifestyle. Hoasem. And so if you wouldn't mind that you better defend the questions, edits are on diet specifically, I think the Dr. Jamie Boa.
Yeah, me know yaki.
You better defend that question for that day if you wouldn't mind, and I discuss it and not specifically for you. Okay, Pastor. But you bet me on me too, Pastor. Now, okay, Pastor.
Yeah, well, meet me now. Yo, me dear, the question na me bisa na ayi obi question obi say as I didn't na doctor for enum George ne Senator Dr. Frida see ya no manage ho pa na me de toto ye me da akwan hwefo nso ye ho ye sua de pa me da safo kete kura no obekọ asọrị sabi ya nenam kurase na ne edidi sọfo no ne enema beebi a wobekọ bia adesua yesua ne beebia yesua no ho wo nti ye wonim de bebre anka wo hwehwe nipa anka wo mo de san ndie na yenya no eye adwuma anka se eye memeda akwanfo pa wo na mo ka say within these 2 weeks this 1 week we pese enya 2 goals. Na eno na me pese se yen yetimi wie sa program kama we na some lifestyle na ye kan wasem na etese de etie ansa na ye start program we na mfa so amaso eniema ye sua eniema ye tie ne nei no eni na wotwimi betie etwa se ye de ye adwuma se ne be ya eba boy enu ani ade a me pese me emphasize because anko yes sir na yet say doctor ni nu a woni will power a wonu anu se cigarette no nye enso so wontimi enya no because they say education is redemption yesua ni ehuru bibi ni agi afiri wo ha obi mu se yesua na yentimi amfiri wo ha mu ananka yensua kora ye medamase pa ya mi shira doctor chei ya mi shira pa
amen me who and saba kominim se ode ato ho dia but your Dr. David Amponsa you be on mute or non kwana just say ye see. I think the other hand or the to honor. And he yes. Dr. Poncha, you know, yes.
I'm choppy. A told beer. Na ye say Christians. Ye loving. Ye positive. Nice. A told beer, ye who say about fra na bribi. War ye bribia. For example, a beer put on a lot of weight. But parents be say there be enka okani bubefu. And now can't say baba. Near jai, a fair bedroom baby no na or yen here ye. Miss Ramonkas are love we was and how to intervene in such a situation.
That's a dog.
Okay. But I see be dog. And no na I pastor I can one seven say yes you know na yes throw nyame so one holding. Send it bear the bear juma. Nyankoye doctor ni no would name say cigarette where cardiologist.
Yeah.
And so nebia or no cigarette. So I know a pulmonologist, no cigarette. No nisa well power no ti ahoden na yesro nyankopon. Ama ye nyina no ye hu se onyame de enkwa nipadua ahoden wo mu amaye.
Yes.
A wo se enhwe so. So na wo sinti o se enhwe so. Se ye de be na dwuma. So se ye de be na dwuma. Enu nti se nyina agi saa responsibility ni tumu a ebe ma no ye mere. Na rapon meka bibi. My 7th Adventist for 40 years. And then my active Christianity. Who said every inhibition from God, a loving message, a blessing from Him. I do unyankopon beka say, don't do it. That's what I'm praying back when say unyankopon ultimate mistake. He never mistakes. I do unyame beka say nye biano. We just stay away from it. Then how blessing obey to yourself. Ya na ya dwen se bia sebi wono munsa bia nyame reba ho affecting one and touching one na hawo enti no wo ka kire say twen ho pray ho enti se hu ne sa ebebo anye se bia sebi obi condemn obi na obi do obi animu from back in the long run obi di enho dance ndamas.
Thank you so much. I think that that's for say I think that for wherever you watch us from, in your homes, in Ghana, any part in North America, Hanum, in Europe, maybe I would see you free, you know. This week, Dr. Chain, thank you so much. God bless you so much. What laid the foundation of developing a healthy lifestyle? Now, if you are here, you cannot afford to miss out this week. The social determinants of health. This week, we are taking some of them into and discussing the nitty-gritties of them. We are narrow in on some of these social determinants of health. Now, we can't count them now. Yeah, go into details of some of them. You cannot afford to miss out. Otsina, Nyameya Aduma, make a date with us. Make a date with us tomorrow at 7:45. Yabesha see by 9 Sabriya na ye pong. Into Otsina Nyameya Aduma, ye can active, developing a fiscal active life. Dr. Che Kanhwa Sempa as one of the determinants. Otsina Yebeka specifically about active lifestyle. How do we go about it? And I know say yeah koni na penyin for say 10 the yenum sane ya padwin say ya hu say nsane ye nnum ti ye menum sakra na ya padwin ye num nsuo no na ye fa adwen and say the sane ye num nsuo no na ye fa adwen. Otsina, I know say as we go along you are making a decision to have at least two lifestyle changes at the end of this week. Nyame ya adoma sane be enti onyankopon hyirai onkan ho na onfa ye nyina kransi ye nyame ya adoma otsina ye nyina so behia na ya toa ye dwumadie no so. 1 week to health, wellness, biblical perspective to health. Onyankopon hyirai no no ye Dr. Che mpacho hyirai na ye nyina ya
Give from pam chome mompae yeda wase osoro he nyankopon anwumrei wasemo mana ba ye nchen enye nipa ho oden enye nipa nyansa wadumara keke enu nti bra wo ma ye entiase ani nhumu ɛwɔ yɛn nia kasa yie die ne mpɔmuden yɛsrɛ nso na ɔma yɛ ahoɔden ɛne titiri ahohom kronkron ahoɔden a yɛbɛtumi de asi adwene pi ɛde abɔ yɛn bra ɛde nea yɛde ka yɛn nipadua ahyɛ odi animuonyam ɛbra a yɛfiri wɔ anim yi yɛsrɛ fa wo dom no pɔn yɛn na mmɔ ɛni anim na mmɔ yɛn nyinaa akyi dɔ obi biara a ɔba ala yi so a ɔwɔ yareɛ bi bibi yaka ho huna no yɛde ne nyinaa ɛhyɛ wo nsa so obi wɔ kɔdaa no a yɛde ne nyinaa ɛhyɛ wo nsa dadwen ɛne nea ɛkɔ so wɔ brɛ mu biara ama gyidie no ɛyɛ nhihim yɛde ne nyinaa ɛhyɛ wo nsa ne asrɛ wo sɛ ɔkyena dasɛnɛ hyɛ sɛ ahyiam bio mu a abɛyɛ nhyira ahyɛ wo din animuonyam wɔ Yesu din mu nti amen.
Amen. Mespa.
Recording stopped.
You want to show me no.
Amen.
Amen.